Well, hello everybody, and welcome back here to some lap steel lessons on Sunday. It's funny, that video I done with the lights, I was thinking that was I thought that was Saturday, but that was Friday. And I got so much on my mind, right now don't know where I'm going or coming. I got all kind of problems going on, and tell you what, I'll tell you about it at the end of the video. How about that? Alright, so a lot of y'all got new lap steels for Christmas. Some of y'all got dobros. Some of y'all might have gotten pedal steel guitars. And it don't matter what tuning you're in, I will tell you that I'm back in my open E tuning. But what I'm going to be talking about this morning is practice routines. You need to break up your guitar, your lap steels, your dobros, your pedal steels, or whatever you're working with, or Weizenborns, or resonator guitar, and you need to practice. That's the only way you ever going to accomplish anything. Nobody accomplished nothing, or nobody is born with the ability to do something unless they practice. Now, yes, I'll admit, some people are born with a music sense. And I'm not going to say they was born with music talent in them, but they got a music sense and maybe something in their hearing, their ears, or whatever. I've got a friend of mine that I can play any note on the guitar. I mean, just one note. And and he'll tell me exactly what note I'm playing. Like if I'm playing a G, a C, or D, and he can tell me he's got a good ear for music. Now, he's a piano player. He's not a guitar player. Anyway, practice. Alright, there's several things you have to do. You got to get comfortable using your bar, whether you got a bar that's shaped like an anvil, like this one. This is a Dunlap stainless steel bar. Pinch it up there with your thumb, put your finger over here and your other finger right there. I've done told y'all all this, trying not to repeat myself over and over, but anyway, practice. Palm muting is a thing. See how? So, another muting secret is always, when I'm playing, I always touch the strings first with them two fingers. See, they're on there. Even when I'm playing a single note, that finger right there, listen. See, it goes down on there. All right, if it wasn't, here's what we'd be hearing. Hear that? That's that string syndrome. So use that finger. So, we got that part, the fingers must stay on there. Alright, do you know your music? That's another thing. If you don't know music notes, remember when you were little you had to learn your ABCs. Alright, what were they, 36 or 32? I think 32, 36. Anyway, 36 I'm pretty sure. ABCs. Alright, the ABCs of the guitar is a whole lot shorter. And it's got some sharps or flats in it, and it depends on how the music's wrote. But here we go. We're going to say this is an open E. So you go A, B, C, D, E. What's after E? That's right, F. So here we go. E, F. Then there's a F sharp or a G flat. We're going to call them flats today because I'm used to playing in flats because gospel music's wrote a lot in E flat, A flat, B flat, and on. So we're going to say E, F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, B. Now, there's no C flat. You would call a C flat a B, I guess, but it didn't go straight from B to C. D flat, D, E flat, E, and it starts all over again. There's your F. Same thing. So all you got to do is learn from the open down to the 12th fret. So that's 12 alphabetical notes you got to learn. Now, if you got it tuned in D, it would be moved back, drop down a step. In other words, my G right here, if I was tuned in a D, I would now drop it, let's see, E, let's see, yeah, that'd be a D. Alright, so your D would be, your G would be up here where the A is. Alright, and here's a good idea for y'all that don't know music, you're trying to figure it out. Music, the most used chords in the whole world is a 1, 2, 4, 5 chord, and you can look that up on the Nashville number set. A 1 chord is usually your root chord of your song. I'm going to give you an example of a 1, 4, 5 progression right now in the key of G. And you got to know what key you're in. But now that's the 1 chord. There's your 4 chord. That's a C. Now we're going to the 5 chord, which is a D. Alright, this time we're going to do what I call a setup to go from the 1 chord, 2 chord, and then the 5 chord. That's usually the way that works. Which is an A. Then you go to your D. C. Also, all that time thinking about your fingers. Here's the key. Write this down in your book or on your hand. Why? If you're playing in the key of G, the 4 chord and the 5 chord is going to be 6 frets away and 8 frets away. Now, what does that mean? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your C, which is your 4 chord. C. Now let's go to the 5 chord, which is D. That's 6, 7, 8. Back to number 1. Another thing you need to do is learn how to pinch up on strings 2 and 3 like this with a slide in. Then skip. See how I done it? That was the 3rd and the 4th string. Sounds like this if you walk across them. I tell you, we under a tornado watch. Thunderstorms, lightning's been striking all around us. Woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning, so it's been rough. My little fuzzy baby cat that stays in the house with me, she went out last night, and I hadn't seen hair in a high of her this morning. And here it is at 9 o'clock, and it's near about still dark out there from the storm. Alright, so 1, 6, and 8 would be your progression on your playing of. Now notice how that's a good thing to practice with keeping them fingers down. I use a rake that time. I'm raking across like this. Alright, so that's your progression. Now you can mix that up. Southern rock style music usually goes. From the 4 chord to the 5 instead of the, 1 to the 5 and all. So play around with it, you'll get it. I guarantee you. Another little neat thing is when you're playing in a D, like a D blues or something. So what I'm doing, I'm sliding the bar off of that string, so it rings out, then going to the beat, and I'm falling back to the G, A. To a D, and I'm getting choked up this morning. Lord have mercy. My sinus is draining. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed it. It was going to be short lap steel lesson. I was going to tell you about the crazy stuff that's going on. Alright, and I ain't really told nobody about this except my friends and family. My wife had to go into a nursing home last month, so she's over in the next county. And I'm about 40 miles away from me. She got dementia, and it jumped on her so hard. Of course, I've been noticing she's been quit driving for a year now because she got lost a couple of times. But now she gets where she didn't know what she was doing at all, like getting up in the middle of the night, turning the stove wide open, going to the bathroom, instead of flushing the toilet, turn the shower wide open. just strange things like that. Fell down the doorsteps a couple of times. I had to take her to the hospital one time, but she didn't get hurt bad, but I was scared she broke her arm. They did say it fractured. Well, anyway, so she's not with me. I'm having to go visit her. She don't hardly know who I am when I visit, and the kids, she don't know them. Except my daughter Lisa now. She remembers Lisa good. But anyway, that's one of the bad things that's happened. Another bad thing happened. Y'all know my bass player, singer, Harold Perry, that's been on the show a bunch of times. He flipped his car over, had a wreck. He got dementia also. And he's in, he stayed in the hospital about a month up in Macon, Georgia. And that's 70 miles or 69 or 70 miles. Well, 70 miles to the hospital from my house, but he's been up there. Well, I went by his house yesterday. He lives in a little apartments where people that's older live in this little villa thing for older people. One bedroom apartment with a kitchen and a living room and a little office room, but he used it for recording music. Anyway, he's over there in the nursing home in Chord, and he's in real bad shape. He got all busted up with the car wreck. Plus, that was the second car he wrecked in a month. Plus, he has dementia also. But the sad thing is, they called me yesterday and told me they had to call hospice in. That's an agency down here in South Georgia. I don't know if they all over the world or not, but they assist people that, I guess, fairly close to passing away or something. But Harold, he's really out of it and in bad shape. So you see how my year's starting off. So I've been keeping myself busy doing house cleaning. And of course, I showed y'all the lights I put up. I got more. I'm working on opening the living room up, and I'm mixing and mastering my music in there now. Still creating back here, but it's all a sad situation. And so I've got nobody out here except my mother, which is just turned 99 last week or so, and she's over there. I'm having to take care of her, but she does her own cooking, cleaning, washing, and getting around. And she's in sound mind and in great shape for her age. But, you know, she moves real slow and real hard of hearing at 99. But anyway, you know, I reckon things will work out for the best, get better. I've got nobody left to play music with except a couple of people that live across the street that just moved in, that's musicians. They've come over here twice and we played, but I haven't been feeling like getting out and playing. And also the weather's been cold, or today we're up to 70 degrees and severe storms. I seen they had 50-something tornadoes in Nebraska, so y'all keep them people in your prayers. And I want to thank everybody for coming on to the Country Cuss Show, and thank y'all for joining our Lap Steel Guitars here on Facebook. And I hope y'all having a better week than I am. Y'all come to see me.